And a warm welcome to everyone on this Monday evening to this wonderful League of Legends time on Maniac Mics. My name is Danny. I'm joined by Yosha today, and we are doing it all in English. So it's it's a new challenge for us, but we will definitely try our best. Yosha, hi, how are you doing?
Hi. First of all, a warming welcome from me too. And yeah, it's a very new, difficult challenge for me to cast in English. Maybe not so different to what I'm used to because a lot of LEC stuff going on in English.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Well,
true.
I'm good. How are you? The draft is always starting.
Yeah, I'm fine as well. We have already seen most of the draft because it's pre-picked actually. Something then bugged, and so we didn't catch everything of it. But these spans are not spontaneous. They were done 5 minutes ago when they actually drafted. So don't worry about the speed. The teams are taking action here. And now they will be already picking in order, it seems, because the on was actually last pick for this Maniac Buffma range team, and they are just picking it in position already, which is, I mean, it's just one
Kind of
step.
fun.
Yeah, it takes something away from our analysis because we didn't show the pre-draft, and now we can't talk about it. But the Ari was actually first pick, high priority here for Maximilian, and
And
we are yeah.
and actually, Ivan on the first pick
I didn't
for
even see that.
HAK.
Oh my
And
god.
yeah, it's very interesting for me because Ivan isn't the pick you usually see
No, not at
in
all.
I mean semi-pro play.
Yeah.
Very semi-pro play. And yeah, but it's very good with like hyper carries as Jinx, as and Jinx will get picked later.
Spoilers.
Yeah, but with a Malphite and a Syndra, it's a very stable draft for HAK, in my opinion. Um, because, yeah, it's very stable in lane against the Ahri. It's had good burst potential. It's a nice laner. Overall, Syndra hasn't anything to criticize. It's very stable.
Yeah, and here comes the Jinx. We've already talked about it. Maybe if they win the game, Maxi will be as funny again as it was last time BMR lost against the Jinx, and play get Jinx in the in the break until we get to game 2. But yeah, maybe some context. This is the LELC. It's a European league for um, mid elo teams. I'd say average is about platinum, and this is the playoffs, first round, and whoever wins this game will advance to the upper final. It's double elimination, so it won't end for anyone today. And yeah, Maniac
And
is
what
of course our home team in this case, but
yeah.
we will do the best to be, I don't know,
And what I've
unbiased.
heard so far is that Maniac Buff My Range was stomping the last games, and now it will be the first real challenge for them. And because of Jackie George, it's a Diamond 80 carry, and with Jinx he has all the tools he needs
Definitely, yeah.
to like carry the game.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, she was heavily nerfed just 2 patches ago, losing I believe it was 60 HP, which is of course pretty
Pretty huge.
intense in the early game,
Yeah,
because it
especially in Caitlyn
basically
Karma.
it is one auto attack from Caitlyn, and it's just about 0.9 seconds that you have less to live and less to deal damage. So it might be very influential in this lane. Caitlyn Karma very impressive, but the Janna is not that bad for disengaging some of these situations,
Yes.
especially at level 6.
So, Danny, what do you
Yes.
think who won this draft and why?
So I always love the On because it's the best tank we have, I'd say. It's the best top lane playable tank we have in the game right now. Not just because of his own stats, but also because of what he provides to his team. He's able to take picks like the Olaf, which will fall off in the late game. Maybe slightly less after they changed him. but it will take him and elevate him on a level where he can actually compete, because he just has more stats at maybe level 15, level 14 through those ornaments. I always love to see it. It's never a must-win if you have Ornn. That's not to say, but the Malphite is definitely weaker in his role. And Maximilian's Ari, many people will say, hey, Ari, it is already the nerfed version, but this man can do special things on her. And I'm eager to see what he will do this game. So I would actually say VMR is pretty comfort here. They played Karma throughout the whole tournament. I believe they had 7 games and played it in 6 of them. As a flex from support, from top to support to maybe even mid. So this is from even just the comfort level here. Hair is a German word. It doesn't make sense here. From a comfort level here, it will be definitely on their side. And I mean, just boldly speaking, I'd say the Ivan is not as valuable as it has been valued here. So I'd say they win, even if it's not a comfort, they'd still win.
Especially as it was picked in the first rotation, and didn't know it was so fought. You know.
Yeah, it was definitely not contested.
No, but in my opinion, HAK has the better late game because just Jinx, Janna, Ivan.
Yeah, I guess.
Very clear. But it's tough to get there.
Yeah, they won't reach it.
If they do that from the mid game into the late game,
they won't even be able to contest anything in the mid game. Yeah. We know BMR because we have casted them for like 2 years now, and they always play for soul. They even said that in our podcast. It's always their play style to go for soul, and this team is exactly that. Especially with the Olaf. The new one, of course, maybe some players will have to adapt the playstyle there in order to really be comfort on it. But yeah, it's been 2 weeks now, so if they beat here, I believe they have already done that.
Yes.
And I mean, there was a question in chat. I may just take on that one for a short moment. Why was the draft not done live, and why was the pick order changed? The reason for that is that if a player has not every single champion, it may be difficult to hide a pick until later on in the draft. So that's why they did it offline, and of course they can't reproduce a draft that they are not able to draft in client. The whole reason why they did it. So that's why we did it offline, and now already picked in the right order.
Yeah. So every player has his champion. Caitlyn Karma. That's what I want to talk about. Very, very hard lane to play against, especially as a Jinx, who just wants to farm till late game. Especially with Janna, because with like a Nautilus or Leona, you can go for picks early, but if that's always coin flip. So in this lane, Jackie George won't be able to stomp lane, in my opinion. Maybe if Buff My Range played wrong, not well, and. Yeah, and that's the reason why they can stay for picks. Botlane Prayer is a huge factor in these.
Of course, yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, we instantly get a pause here, but we're gonna be there in just a minute. No worries, and there we go. Perfect.
Okay. Yes.
So we're gonna turn the timers on, and then we are ready. Wait, what? My timers are not there. I can't turn the timers on. Okay, it's kind of
have to
buggy
in my game as well, because
Here we go. I'm at least back on live. I don't know about where the stream is at. But yeah, just level 1 splits on the whole map for BMR and a defensive stack for AHK. So no problem here. And there we go. Yeah, some problems will always emerge, but we are accustomed to that. So nothing really happening here in the early strats.
But I don't see an invade from either team, so
definitely.
Maybe they thought with Karma Q. And
I mean, Olaf got changed in the way that he will reach his full potential at already 30% HP.
And he get a full recover from his axes when he picks it up.
Yeah, and also he will have an X if he wants to go for both stats early. Yeah, before the rework he couldn't do that.
Yeah.
Have X
and Ivan
stats.
isn't a champion at level.
Ivan. Oh my god, that's what I wanted to talk about still, because does Ivan have any gank pressure? I have no idea. I never play against its champion. I never play with it.
No.
Some games ago, someone in my team picked Ivan, and then he posted this like PowerPoint presentation where, hey, it seems like you have run into an Ivan main and an Ivan jungle, and this is how you're gonna play about it. And I was like, no, this is more than 3 sentences I cannot do. So thank you. Yeah.
But at least the Ivan got the blue buff from the Olaf, because he thought the Olaf was just take the blue buff, but he did take the whole bot side jungle. That's a huge advantage for
I
Olaf.
mean, Ivan cannot match it. He cannot take the whole top side if Olaf decides after taking Ivan's bot side to go to his wolves. That mark probably won't be up, right? It takes, I believe it's 40 seconds for this mark to charge up.
But
Yeah, but he smited blue, of course. So yeah, kind of problematic.
And if you ran into Olaf,
yeah, you're dead.
that
You're
will
definitely
be,
dead. And on, get some Lelc ups. I love to see it. But here comes Ivan, first gank of the game. But in mid lane, it's Ari.
Oh, Maxi!
She was just deleted with the ignite, even flashed away. But Maximilian going down in mid lane for first blood, and not even Nickfell on top lane falling.
Yeah,
it is uncharacteristic for Maximilian to not play the matchup at least to a high level, because he's the Ari main, you know. I hype him up as that, but he is that, and you can normally expect him to not die to something like that in lane. We will see what happens next, but now he's obviously down some CS, down some XP, and has no flash.
And
it's gonna be a tough lane.
Yeah, and the gold he has to invest into some MR, because if he hasn't at least a bit MR at level 6, the Syndra will just
outplay button.
Yeah,
it will just be an outplay button.
For her, you know. And that's why this Syndra pick, was very crucial to get ahead.
Of course, yeah, and it's the mid pressure. It's a mid pressure which kind of negates the Olaf, who can just freely take the Drake if there's like a Victor on lane into this Ari, and of course mirroring the Ivan. That would have been
invade.
Pretty bad.
Olaf and Ivan meet.
Yeah, I mean he can do nothing, right? He tries to get the mark but gets interrupted. Olaf roasts the axis. I didn't know that damage interrupts the marking process.
Oh yeah. No, it's Olaf and
he has no ult. He cannot
maybe
get away there, but it gets a shield and that's it. The team gets a kill for him in the trade, and it's 1-for-1. But I mean, it's only the Jenna who flashed over and ignited.
Yeah, but I mean,
for the Olaf.
Some from the
yes, definitely summoner spells taken here.
And now the jungler has to be very careful because Captain Karma can run her down very easily.
I mean, it was 1 ghost, 2 ignites, and 1 heal for that 1 flash ignite on the support. Maybe not the best summoners traded.
Yeah.
If you really want to take a look at it.
But I mean, Flash is very, in my opinion, the most valuable.
Valuable, yeah,
Summoner
definitely.
spell. So, but we will see.
At least no flash traded.
Yeah.
You see, this bot lane is pushing, and crucially, the Syndra got the kill. So, if Maxime had pressure here, they would just go for every Drake on 5 minutes. Now he's taking damage, and because of the bot lane pressure and Syndra not moving, Ivan giving up this first Drake, they will still be able to get it here.
Yeah. And that's very good, because there isn't a cross map Ivan can do, because the Herald isn't spawned yet. So,
yeah. He will just spawn at 8 minutes, so Tiefenentspannt will have no problem moving there and contesting if Ivan wants to. But Ivan really not the champion to do the objectives.
Do we have to change the names into English too? Well relaxed.
Well relaxed. Oh my god. Deeply relaxed, I would say.
Yeah, true.
Oh my god.
Deeply relaxed.
Very good, very good.
Yeah, that's a good one. But you see, the jungle matchup, no? Olaf sits on 44 CS and Ivan on 23. So, yeah, a very huge difference, but Ivan is built around to be very effective without much gold, because he isn't a carry jungler as Olaf.
Yeah,
but at least
definitely.
Olaf is a carry jungle in early and mid game. But we see Wet Noodle fight top lane.
The Wet Noodle fight top lane. 69 gold for Ornn. Nice. And,
I remember the good old Season 4 days. Maokai versus...
yeah, Maokai versus Malphite. It was so good. The old Maokai, you know?
Yeah. Good times.
Good times.
We see Olaf is in the bot side half of Ivan's jungle.
And Ivan instantly takes the answer. But they see him, they see him. Yeah.
And we see the Ornn is on the way. Maybe a little punished there.
Oh, he doesn't hit the wall, but still gets a brittle knockback, some damage onto Ivan, and can... That's pretty important, he can defend the camps. Because Ivan actually wastes so much time if he walks to camp. Maybe even marks it, but cannot take it. He actually did get the blue buff, but still Olaf will be able to get the other 2 camps that he was just trying to defend.
Crucially, Olaf's passive allow him to share the buffs.
Syndra is bots! They didn't see that coming. Both have to flash. Syndra flashing. And the ignite, the ult, it's enough. Oh my god. Syndra's flash was actually kinda in, but then she was still in range through that flash.
Maybe top lane?
Yeah, it's top lane. It's on! He gets the brittle, he gets the auto attack. It's just the better champion, man. He can't play a tank into Ornn because he just deals more damage. It's just what it is.
300 ping.
Oh my god, that is kind of sad, yeah.
Oh, that's very sad. Oh, and we see Maxi has to flash because of the Iva. Okay,
yeah, Syndra will maybe even get the slow is there.
Oh.
But Olaf is here to defend it. He has its ult. He will not... he will reset it every single time he on auto attacks, and he's just melting them down. The X does not hit. And that's kinda sad for VMR, but they get the counter kill here. It's not even a counter kill because Maxime didn't die, he just had to flash.
Yeah. And that was a 600 gold shutdown, and Olaf is now a very,
Malphite ult, but that's just useless, right?
but this Olaf will be a very rich Viking, you know?
Yeah, definitely.
And the first blood tower in mid lane is very good because it's opened the map. Course, and DMR now sits on a quite good gold lead.
It not only opens the map, but it opens Drake, and we have talked about this. And now the top leg, which we saw the ping. It's not a far-fetched call. It's definitely there. The pause comes down on us, and we have some time to digest what just has happened.
A lot. A
Yeah.
lot. A very
Way
good
more than I
Olaf,
thought, to be honest.
Very good Malphite ult top lane. And yeah, but I guess the solo kill from On was kind of a ping problem because Malphite did have ult, did have flash up, and didn't use it. So I think he lagged there. But well, it's an online tournament. We can't make sure everyone has a good ping.
Yeah.
Sometimes
Of course we
that's
can.
just life. How
That's
goes,
just
no?
live. I like that.
Sometimes you lose, sometimes the other win.
Yeah, that's it. You win some.
You lose some. Yeah, but Olaf, very strong Viking. Maybe you can, our observers can show us the gold and where is.
Oh
owners
yeah,
are.
I can definitely look for us.
Yes, very nice.
Probably the
Yeah, and
stream
the
is doing
Jungle
the same.
League is over 1,500 gold.
Yeah, I mean it's
In
Ivan
a
you're
temp.
comparing with. Is that even the right step?
Yeah, but if you look at every other member
Yeah,
on
you're
HAK,
right.
he's still up.
Yeah, in the total gold lead we
Like,
see it on the
wide
top. It's
margin.
3,000 gold. So, and that Drake. The thing is, I have not seen an Olaf since rework, and I'm pretty interested in which item he will build. Of course, it's always been the God Drinker, but I believe, and maybe that's just my silver brain talking, I believe that Stride Breaker is actually a good option now because you can use the slow and you can use the old Phage passive that's now on Stride Breaker to keep resetting your ult, which is most important. And you have the lifesteal from your other spells. Maybe you will even go for that Maw of Malmortius to get the Omnivamp and the shield, the durability. I have no idea, to be honest. I think it's an option.
Yeah.
But Godrinker obviously still a great item.
Yeah, but I think it's a good option and a valid option because when we look at HAK's carries, they're both like very unmobile. They don't have dashes. Maybe just flash.
Yeah.
And Strikebreaker is very good at pinning down those targets, and that's why I think it's a very good option. But yeah, like you said, Godrinker is very good still because healing is like the bread and butter of Olaf.
Yeah,
and
definitely.
Yeah, but
we get the disconnect now, then the reconnect. Maybe that will fix things. I mean, I have really no idea how it is going when this doesn't get fixed, but we will definitely give him the time to search for this, because we all know it. Players at the MSI know it now as well. Playing at a
35 ping.
higher, yeah, well, they did play at a higher ping than 35.
Yeah,
because of the bugs against RNG. That was the reason why they replayed. RNG did play on 35 and the others didn't because they had it was an artificial ping set to 35 and then they had something else. I don't know. They haven't really elaborated on that, but the playing experience was way worse than 35 ping, and that's also what players were talking about. I mean, I was kind of wondering how they all made it seem so bad because they also they also had practice on 35, so it had to be slightly worse than what they practiced on to be there. Now we have the lag because the pause doesn't start with a 3-minute delay, but kind of buggy, so we will just have to wait for the spectator delay to come back to where we want it to be. And then there we go.
But what I want to talk about is that Ari isn't that much behind of Syndra. It's just 300 gold, and
it's 100 gold actually.
Less actually.
Yeah,
and that's because it's not coming plates. You know?
True. Yeah, and they got the Herald there down, first turret gold as well. It's pretty much gold. No,
It's
very
pretty much gold, yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. It's pretty much even in this mid lane through the gold they funneled into her, and that's kind of sad for Syndra, who is 3-1 up. But we all know it. A level 9 Syndra will one-shot you, but a level 14 Syndra won't do more for your team, right? She can still get that one-shot. But at level 14, you have like 3 people to one-shot, which is Caitlyn, Ari, and Olaf, and Karma will maybe also be able to contest the one-shot. So they have to get her way more ahead to actually work.
Yeah. And we got a lane swap from Buff My Range. The bot lane goes to the mid lane, and that's because the mid lane can be shoved more in to because of the tier 1 turret is gone, and yeah, Ari can basically hold very easily those two because of her ult. She can't be catched. Because of her Q, she can't clear the waves, and the bot lane can roam around with the jungler, thus creating more windows to place and like accept the lead.
Yeah.
I hope this was good English.
There we have the God Drinker, by the way.
Ah, nice.
God Drinker and Olaf. I wonder what he's going next. I never play Olaf.
I assume it will be Death Dance, because Death Dance is like budget broken.
Oh, that item is so broken.
I hate it.
It's
so
it can
be built on Katarina. And that's how you know it's broken.
Especially with the new God Drinker, which has Omnivamp, it is even more broken. I love to build it on Ilaoi. It's able to like get to old Death Stance plus the new bonuses. That's kind of broke. And yeah, probably you're right.
And now we see a reswap to the bot lane, because there's still a turret left, and Kid and Kama are very good at pushing turrets, and the Drake is gone. So there's no need for pressure on the bot lane, on the mid lane, because there's no Hero 2. So, maybe
Ari interrupted in her first ult, but Caitlyn, she misses everything. Will they still be able to get it? Ivan's shield is insane, so no. Daisy called to help, and Maximilian, there was no good QE, EQ, whatever, no good Ari plays. It's still not much invested. It only was an Ari ult and a Caitlyn ult, which don't really matter. Yeah, because no objective is up, so yeah.
But we did get a TP from Malphite, and On still has his TP up. So
and got the turret on top lane.
And that's the 4k gold lead for BMR. I mean, it's a gold lead on a tank. Yeah, he's more tanky, but there's the ult.
I mean, gold lead on a tank, I agree. That's probably not the thing you want, but experience leads on an Ornn. More experience on an Ornn is so crucial to get to those ornaments, which will be built on your carries, not on your tank.
And I mean, the Ornn items are like at level 18, 6k gold, just like this to the team. So it's crazy what sets they are given.
Yeah.
So.
Ornn not getting the knockup here.
No,
kinda sad to see.
There was no kill pressure at all. It was just like, get out of my jungle.
It was two supports, so they also can't do anything.
No, not
Jinx
really.
up here, maybe even getting near to that comeback gold, which has already been unlocked. I don't remember when that happened, but it happened about 30 seconds ago, so not too bad that I didn't realize it. And it's still not the stack bonuses, but it can make a difference in the power of getting one of those turrets.
We see a good swap again, bot lane to the top lane, because the Herald is spawning next, and you want to have a strong side around. But it would be better to put on the bot side, because he still has TP, and Malphite don't. But it's very okay, because Maxi is getting like consistent farm.
Malphite, not hitting his charms, all of that.
So maybe it's better So maybe it's better to don't have her around.
Yeah, I believe we will
Less
see
potential goal to the enemies.
we will see some of those charms hitting eventually, but until now, pretty unlucky for him.
It's fine.
Yeah, I mean, he did actually get the TP and the Ivan ult when they only invested Ari and
You call it
Caitlyn
worth.
ult, so it was absolutely worth. Yeah, we hate on him not hitting the charm, but it was a overall play for BMR that was so worth it that you can't even hate on that.
No,
I'm doing it again. I'm doing it anyway. So.
And I mean,
yeah. Oh, I
it's
missed
not
one from the karma.
Yeah.
Oh.
And I know, and you know, it's not always like, oh,
Malphite ult! After the flash, instantly karma is down. But the Jinx ult didn't hit the Rod, so he's still free hitting on that Malphite. Or now able to get his ult down. Maximilian on the bot side. Can he 1v1 the Syndra? It is close, but I believe they will both die. Yeah, she died to the Ignite. But now Jinx is free hitting. Eratzo cleans her up with the Q of Caitlyn. Now slowed by the Malphite, but On is just a meat shield to save his AD carry. Even gets the kill. Malphite getting the Ivan dash, so he can actually kill Eratzo after he played it so well all the fight. He doesn't dodge this one and falls because of it. I didn't even realize first why he was dashing this Malphite after not having ult. And now, oh, Karma is again here.
It's a very long fight. Flash Ivan.
Oh my god. Ivan, he wants to heal. Oh, it's not a heal. It's not a heal. Never mind. But
what a disrespect.
That was such a disrespect. Oh my god.
But I mean, in the end, it's totally worth for BMR because
they will now be able to get the Drake. But will they? But will they? Syndra is on her way. Jinx, maybe able to
we get round 2.
Oh, Maxime is there. He hits the charm, and this is a dead Jinx. So this one, it is a Syndra, not a Jinx. Never mind, and she gets her ult off trades 1-for-1. Still, they are fighting for this Drake. It's the third Drake for BMR. They do not want to give this up, and as much as they don't, AHK don't want them to get it. But now on soul point, BMR running in. Olaf hits the ult a little bit too late. And he knocked up Malphite once again, getting the kills. Tiefenentspann has to run, still in his ult, he will not get knocked up. But what you saw there is why this Olaf rework is so insane. Tiefenentspann waiting so long to hit his ult that he actually gets knocked up from the Jenna knockup, Jenna Wallstorm. And that's just because he cannot afford to have a second where he doesn't need it and have it running. Because he needs to get the reset, needs to get to his enemies and that first order take down.
But Danny, what the heck was this team fight?
I have no idea. I mean, you tell me. You are my analyst. I mean, at the end, they traded pretty evenly. Oh my god. Get the Drake to BMR, and now I have sadly not seen the kill because my camera fainted. And here's Ari, still fighting against Syndra, but the knockup is huge, and she can clean her up. So, 2-for-1 traded for BMR, and they are now looking to get this Herald before it despawns in about 30 seconds. So they have to rush it down, but Olaf is pretty good on that.
Yeah, 5k, or near 5k gold lead for BMR.
3 Drakes.
Yeah, 3 Drakes in a very good demanding positioning for them. And I mean, we've seen this fight. Ivan is very OP in this fight. That's why BMR lost like the first half of the fight. But On is more OP. I mean, he was the only member with Ivan, I guess, who didn't go base and like was face tanking all of it.
Yeah, he definitely was.
He wasn't like near death at all.
And also, he was dealing so much damage.
Yeah, like what the hell?
I mean, look at his items. He has the MR shoes, an armor item, and the item which will soon be a mythic Frozen Mallet. I don't know the name, but it will evolve. And the thing with Orin is, he has a passive that stacks his stacks his defensive defensive stats up, and he also gets the evolved tank item, which will give him both MR and AD with one pair of boots, and the other defense stat taken through another item. This champion will not need any more resistances.
No,
he will not be relying on it. He can still buy, like, for example, a Thornmail to get the damage, but he can just buy tank HP from now on if you want.
Can we talk about the Caitlyn items? Because what is she building? Is she like building an BT, or is she like building instant Infinity Edge? What?
I hope not.
Yeah, me neither. But why don't she like just build armor pen? Because we've seen her. She just hits this Malphite all of the time, and he's not even close to dying since the till the Olaf was hitting him. Not Olaf.
I have no idea why there is a big sword. Maybe she was saying, "Hey, I have the best scalings,
and maybe I have
on my spells. I have to use this." And there's the Zeal actually. So the BF is not built to evolve into a legendary item yet.
But that means that she don't have armor pen till the fourth item, and that's a huge bummer, in my opinion. No one will shred that Malphite for like
maybe Olaf.
Yeah, but she don't have like Black Cleaver.
Maybe Olaf will get some, but it doesn't seem like it. I don't know.
We will see.
They can also just say it's Ornn's job, because Ornn has like this massive percentual damage.
Jackie Gun has the flash.
They use pretty much everything
now
here.
Malphite on the
and
backside.
Yes, but he doesn't dodge it. Malphite charmed now, so he has to disengage. Oh, and Syndra in
Maxi
stopwatch. It gets the kill with her ult. Everyone is dying. Still, Tiefengespannt, pretty healthy, can get that kill. And Karma, pretty crucial, getting away with murder here.
Yeah.
That was
like.
I was just thinking. What about Stormrazor? So Chat was thinking the same thing. I have no idea what Stormrazor does build from, but they say it's not from Zeal.
No, it's
Karma now just taken down by basically
by
Jenna. And one auto take from Jinx, but Jinx will pay for this, and it is actually soul secured. This is the Mountain Soul. This will do so much for them, as Malphite may not be able to get a kill secured with his ult if they don't have the follow-up of Syndra, who just flashed in, ulted, and then pressed stopwatch, which she cannot do every fight. You cannot flash in every fight to secure that first kill, and even if she does it, they end up trading negatively. So
I mean,
AHK has to definitely think about their kind of play style right now.
I mean, the Shadow Flame from Syndra will have max potential. Like, she did get the full magic pen from ulting and shield a target, but the Mountain Sword doesn't just give you a
Oh
shield.
my god, Maxime, he's missing, but
damage.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, and that's a very good pick, but yeah. My point is, you get MR and armor from the Mountain Soul, so... that's Dash Call!
And
Nice!
Ornn must be so beefy, I'm gonna look it up right now. This dude has 280 armor and 150 MR. This dude is so tanky.
Yeah.
And here comes the Ornn Horn, getting the CC down. Caitlyn will just finish it off.
Nothing Jackie George can do there. But, yeah, Jackie George has to build Kraken Slayer, because if he doesn't, the Ornn won't take damage from her at all. And but if she don't have maybe a steal, it comes in. Oh, it was so close. 500 HP, and now the fight is starting. Yeah. Yeah. Well, to our production team, a user in the chat did make a very good point. In the title stands like we're a German cast.
It still says some German cast, German is stream language, so maybe we should change that up. But yeah, we are doing it in English today. Usually we do it in German, but this is an international tournament, so all the other viewers still want to get the experience. And they will not understand if we talk the German here. So yeah, that's why we do it.
But the base is broken.
It's 8,000 gold.
Inhibitor's gone. 8,000 gold up for Maniac Buffma range. And now they are in a very good position to end this game in the next 5 to 10 minutes.
Yeah, and still, yeah, they have the soul. Yeah, they are 8,000 gold ahead. But 5 to 10 minutes, you better do it in those 5 to 10 minutes. Because there is a Jinx, she has 2 items, she's building towards her third. You don't really want to deal with that. Have to deal with that. Probably she's not gonna carry this game back to the BMR Nexus, but maybe she will. And you don't want to give her the opportunity to do that.
Yeah,
that's a lot of gold, definitely.
But you know, Jenny, Caitlyn did build armor pin.
Yeah, now she got it.
Item. And that's good, but why did she build a BF before?
I believe it's because of the scalings.
Yeah, it's just like a lot of
as an AD carry. Yeah, because her Q has such a good scaling and she wants to use it in her fight. I don't know whether it's efficient. Maybe she set on the gold and it was just for maybe the third Drake fight or Soul even the best thing to do. But now here they come, just rushing down this space with their Baron buff. BMR taking down 2 inhibitors already. Ornn on the top lane to secure the wave and push it in for the team to get the third.
Yeah.
And here comes the Ornn Horn. Maybe he will hit 3 targets. Yes, he will. And Olaf is there to clean it up. The Ivan Shield saves for a moment, but not for long. A very clean Malphite ult. Won't do anything. And this will be third inhib. And this will be game as BMR take the first win in this best of 3.
That was such a good Ornn Horn, you know? But
yeah.
It was a very huge mistake from HAK because...
It
was...
They saw them coming.
Their carry, was like standing at the tier 2 and they know they're coming because there was like past a huge wave on the mid side. And they say, maybe we defend this tier 2. But... yeah. Ornn did say no.
The moment BMR left the bot inhibitor after they'd taken it, they saw them coming towards top, so they definitely shouldn't have stayed there between the 2 turrets, because Ornn doesn't really care if there's a turret. This dude had 300 armor, so he doesn't take any damage, had like 4,000 HP, maybe even more, because he's Ornn, and Ornn is kind of broken as a tank, and we love that. So
that's the story of the game. Ornn doesn't care.
Ornn really doesn't give a damn.
No.
Yeah, it was insane. BMR going 1-0 up here in this best of 3. It is a best of 3, so not too much damage dealt yet. The second game will be way more important now that you've lost the first SHK. It is still, even if they lose, not the end of the tournament for them, because it is double elimination and they stand in the upper bracket. This game is actually qualification for the upper final. So BMR trying to get the march through the upper brackets done. And the perfect thing would be to hit some charms and then do it.
And still, I think this game wasn't close. I didn't see any good attempt from HAK to like get a lead or get back on the
AHK.
AHK.
Yeah, not HAK.
Yes. My bad.
Like H2K, you know?
Yeah. And now you got me on the wrong foot.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
But
there weren't many mistakes.
I did say that BMR was like smurfing the games before, and I didn't see a change. You know, it was supposed to be the first challenge, but Don't quit. I think so.
Yeah, I mean, we called it. We called what they would do, and I do think BMR, it is a high elo team in respect to these other teams in this tournament, but still, they play way above their ranks if they get to play what they want, which is always. We said it. We've been watching them for a year. The organization has been casting them for way longer. They do want to get the soul.
Yeah.
They will draft jungle and bot lane pressure and maybe even mid lane if they can secure it. And then they will play for those drakes. And these drakes were not contested. Even
No.
the draft wasn't contesting it at all because you picked Ivan, which is not in it a bad pick, but against BMR, I do think it is a bad pick. To pick the Ivan, you do have to think you are the better team. And are better in execution and in executing what you want than in trying to deny BMR what they want and then win through that. And AHK didn't get there this game.
Yes, and I think if you follow this German team called Eintracht Spandau, you see where you can go with this strategy to always focus on drakes, always stacking drakes, always try to get the soul and try to win early. It's a very good strategy, especially in this fast-pacing games we've seen this year or the last 2 years since drake souls were invented.
I believe it's already been 2.5 years, right?
Oh, dude, we're getting old.
it was Chemtech and Hextech in the last one, then items in the preseason 2, of course, season 2020, and no, so items for the 2021 season. So it has been souls, right, of the elements for the 2022 season. So it's already been 2.5 years, pretty accurate since that patch, which is insane. Hello?
Hello.
Can someone hear
Mates?
us? Are we back or are we not back?
Yeah, we're back! Woo!
We are back! Hey guys! We missed
Hey!
you. But to be honest, chat did such a great job
Yeah.
casting the draft for us.
Yeah.
So we are
The best.
now still in the draft, but the draft is bugged, so no one can
Mhm.
really pick right now. And it has now come that Brom, Kai'Sa, Jinx have been banned. I don't know, is there one ban missing in the second rotation? Well, they can't pick Bond 3. That doesn't make sense. Am I stupid?
Yeah, it's very buggy, you know.
Um, well,
Yeah.
and now they have picked actually Trundle, which we don't see. Here
That was
comes the
loud.
Blitzcrank for the enemies, which means they have Orange, Zac, and Blitzcrank, a triple tank lineup, aligning the Vayne and Syndra to that, which is a pretty
Vayne?
interesting comp.
Yeah, very. Because you have like a sort of range with Syndra and sort of melee, like Vayne,
Yeah,
against
but also
Nocturne Lucian.
three
Interesting.
tanks. Well, it's not all tanks because you can build the utility support on Blitzcrank and maybe even some AP with the Envies or stuff
Ah,
on Zac. But
but I think the Syndra pick was like not intentionally because Steven and Spann just wrote Lux pick.
maybe they picked one of those three. Yeah, they definitely did, but they didn't write that they had like
Well, we will
very
see
weird.
in the
We will,
official
yeah,
draft.
we will see.
It was like a bit
Complicated.
complicated. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's just a new thing for us to this whole draft lol thing.
Yeah,
So,
but also it's not working, so
but
I
but
mean,
we but we
what do you want me to do if they cannot pick in it? Then they write it in the LOL chat. Three different people write different things, and they
yeah.
all use the word ban when obviously they have to pick someone.
But Danny,
I
we
have
are
no
used to
idea what
things
just
that
happened. I
don't
have
work.
really no idea what just happened, and we're
Yeah, me
gonna see it in
neither.
just a few seconds, guys. They will
Yeah,
pick in order already, so don't be
I'm very curious.
confused. Don't be confused by what they pick as first pick when it's not the Zac but the Ornn and stuff like that. But we're gonna talk about them draft combos, team combos as we will load into the spectator leader. We have 3 minutes to talk about that, and just every one of you in chat is now called upon. Tell us who wins this draft. Maybe wait until you really see the whole picture. Tell us who won this draft and who will go, yeah, take this game.
Yeah, it's very yeah, like weird because they already picked on Zac and Vayne, and yeah, BMR plays like Trundle Nocturne. So I mean, AHK just plays late game again, but yeah, it's Trundle top lane, I guess.
It's kind of sad that they played late game again because this means they will have troubles contesting the first 3 Drakes. But nevertheless, Zac is way more there than Ivern in trying to contest these trades.
And we have a Lux.
These Drakes and those trades. Yeah,
Lux
everything.
versus Syndra, you know?
Is this Lux mid? I have no idea. Oh yeah, it's Braum, so obviously, yeah.
Maybe it's Braum top lane, you know? Previous Braum top lane.
Then it's Trundle mid or Trundle support. I don't know. And there
Yeah.
comes the Lucian.
Braum
Because
Lucian?
actually, Braum is. We already know who plays it, but they are not in the right order. Tiefenentspannt and Nickfil are right, but then Braum is the support player, and Maxim and Erazzo are one position lower
Just
than they should
position
be.
Braum under Lucian and Wiguchi.
Yeah,
Uh,
and For
But I mean,
the other
the
team,
side of
it will be. It will be.
it's just a mess. It's
Yeah,
just a
it's.
mess. The only right player is like Ali Manassa. So yeah, but we will see. Danny, another draft, another question. Who do you think?
Hold your points. Hey guys, put your points down in those.
Yeah.
How is it called in English? Bets.
Yeah.
But be careful.
Maniac.
With your
We are,
with your money.
Yeah, Maniac. We are like going for your betting problem. Yeah. Okay, Danny. Who do you
Let's
think
go.
won this draft?
So I'd say there's not a clear winner in terms of they are clashing in combos and one is clashing in strats and one is just using it better. They are definitely aiming for different things. So BMR have a mid-game comp again with Nocturne, Trundle, and Lucian. You can't say anything else against Vayne and tanks, which is the Syndra is again there to at least contest the mid lane. Against this Lux, she will, I believe, have no trouble doing that. But they have different ideas, and for me, I would personally say AHK have lost this draft because they are not contesting the Drakes, and that is not something I would say without knowing the team. But they have played one game against BMR where they have not contested it, and they've lost that. They've lost everything in that game. They were not even in any position to come back and play into the late game if BMR hadn't just thrown away the game. So I say they would have to contested this. Would have to have contested this. I guess it's the right word.
And it's very difficult because it's all depend on Blitzcrank, in my opinion. If Blitzcrank does find a hook on like low solution, it will be a very different story. But if he like hooks Braum,
well, you never want to hook Braum.
I want a Braum, but not in my team. Just as an enemy. I want him in my team as a forget about that. Yeah. So, and I think it's part of maybe like Nocturne's opportunity and duty to get a good pick on Vayne. But with such a protection like Syndra, Blitzcrank, Zac, and Ornn, it will be very tough.
Yeah, it will be a challenge, but I would just want to say, why is there not a shield enchanting style support on
because
HK?
They want to play Blitzcrank.
Yeah, but is it worth it? Is it really worth it? Pick the Karma here. Karma has not been banned. Is absolute high priority here. I want the Karma because she can really negate the Nocturne dive the best.
Yeah, but
well, maybe Lulu with her ult is also Lulu with her ult.
And with the polymorph.
The thing is that Karma, since she has been changed, is really good on support. I abuse her all the time, actually, and on many tier lists she's in A tier.
I see.
So she can ult E the Vayne, then land 1 Q on like 3 targets, which is not far-fetched in this situation because and Nocturne will be there to catch them. Use her W just to get cooldown and has ult E up yet again, which is kind of broken because that's 2 times a 400 HP shield used on Vayne and giving her movement speed. Honestly, hype for the Lucian after the 2v2 tournament. Yes, we saw some Lucian yesterday and it was great. We actually have to sort the players. I forgot about that. We saw some Lucian yesterday in my 2v2 tournament and they were all so aggressive, and I'm also looking forward to those players here being aggressive as well.
Maybe. Oh, now the Blitzcrank is coming. They're on the ward. Are they just looking for a ward, or are they... Oh. Trundle Pillar? No. Okay. Both teams are a bit too scared to lose anything, so...
Yeah.
Yeah, why not J4 and deeply relaxed? Yeah, we don't know, mate. But Nocturne is a very good pick here.
I really like the deeply
depressed, yeah.
Yeah, not deeply depressed. I was kind of wrong with that. No, the deeply relaxed name. I really like that.
I mean, if he would name, his name would be deeply depressed, he has to play Amumu.
True, that's actually true. I mean, J4, I personally do not enjoy it as much as Nocturne, but into this team,
but
well, the Nocturne was picked
enjoy
pretty early,
so your taste is a bit
well, how could you say that? I mean, Seraphine is so fun to watch, fun to play, fun to listen to, because she can sing, you know. She's gonna do her...
thing comes to my mind when I hear Seraphine.
Oh, and the top lane is already fighting. I believe Nickful will be able to take those trades early on, but he kind of backed off. Yeah, he plays Grasp, actually.
Hey, it's better against On, in my opinion. Sometimes you see, like, Conqueror, but for Conqueror you have to be in an extended trade. And against On, it's just sometimes like a auto attack Q, and with that Grasp is much better.
I believe if he was just playing for lane, for
Zac we see, but they flash away from Braum, and yeah, maybe we see another brawl on the top lane. Oh, but the On is very huge. Oh.
They cannot knock him up here. I believe Nickful had his Grasp up. I saw the animation. One auto attack more would have been definitely in his favor. Zac is still hovering about bot lane. They see him, and yeah, not only is he hunting, but he's also zoning away from this.
Oh, the hook is nice. It's connecting, but yeah, it's not very easy to burst down a Braum.
No, no, it's definitely not.
But very good attempt, and they have to be very carefully, because look at the stacked wave. If the Lucian isn't getting that wave, he will be in a lot of trouble. But they get in it, and
fun.
Deeply relaxed.
Deeply relaxed, doing some fun stuff in the enemy jungle.
Very cool.
Oh, Syndra. Giving him the CC so he can take the...
Maybe it's a steal
for himself.
Oh, tief entspannt, gönnt sich.
Nickful is here, Maximilian as well.
Oh, Painraiser has flash, but the water's too thick. Oh, first blood goes to the Trundle.
Well, he didn't try to flash, right? Yeah, no, he didn't.
Yeah,
there would have. I just thought that for a moment because he said.
Good hook on Eraso, but look at this, the Vayne got deleted, and now the Blitzcrank has to run for his life. He still had flash up, but we will see. Oh, the shield maybe is enough. Yeah, no, he won't die. Oh, flash forward from Eraso, but he attacked the turret. No, what the fuck was that? Double shot on the turret. Oh, that hurt my guts. Yeah. What the hell was going on there? But that's the power of the Braum, you see?
Yeah, it's not only the power of the Braum, it's the power of the Lucian, you know? We've seen this. Oh! Mid lane. Maximilian attacked here, uses the barrier, and he may actually get away. Nice. Done by him. And now we see the bot lane going back to lane. I don't know why the camera is showing us that, but there we go. Yeah, it's the power of the Lucian Braum. We've seen this comp since both of them existed, and Wayne was stunned instantly after the Braum Q hit, and just burned down by the ignite. Not able to defend herself from anything of any of that damage. Lucian just the better damage output here, obviously, and then the support is just, well, it was kinda weird how he died, right?
Not died. You mean?
Oh
We're
yeah,
saying
true. That's
didn't die
yeah.
because the Lucian was
Lol.
in the turret.
I'm so lost. Hey, what is that?
Yeah, I mean, that's just a bit trolling from the Troll King, you know? Yeah, he have to go base, because he has like 2.5k gold, and yeah. We'll go for, I think Divine Sandra will be the best in this game.
Yeah, definitely, against those 3 tanks.
And the Nocturne ult bot lane, the flash forward from the Vayne will save her life, and the hook goes onto the Nocturne. Very good hook. That means T-Flash one will fall down to Jackie George, and now the other members collapse on the on above my range, and the Lucian is running, but yeah, Syndra takes her out. Maybe they will get a return kill, but
The outplay button struck once again, and maybe Zac is even able to find something here.
oh, maybe when oh,
okay, Maximilian.
hit. Nice one. Jetzt ist now the question: if Maximilian is getting out, the shield is maybe enough.
The slow! Oh my God!
You're rooting under the turret, and the Braum is here.
He even dodged the Arnold, but will he be able to finish this?
Wow, nice one. Maximilian outplays. Holy.
That was so insane. The use of this E here to really lay it down, not use the explosion, just use the slow to not get dove, and then actually Zac kind of overstepped, getting snared on the turret, dying, going into passive. Looks one of the best to kill these things from long range, because her E will kill those blobs, did them plenty of damage, and then the turret actually did the last attack, and we see the top lane interaction. Trundle pillar into RNE, and the pillar's gone.
And Danny,
Kind of
think
funny.
about it.
Yes.
Think about it. Maximilian can't miss his charm if his champion doesn't have a charm.
That's true. That's so true.
Boom! Outplay!
Actually, what I just realized, because they tried to do the Drake, it's 8 minutes in, and they still haven't done the first Drake.
Yeah.
Zac is boosted, they are writing. I don't mean whether they mean the champion is broken or the player is boosted. Probably because of the dive, but I have to say, earlier in bot lane, the Zac did some really, really well CC chains, and did much for the team there after Blitzcrank initially hit the hook. So BMI actually lost on that trade until Maximilian just completely
Outplays them.
yeah, got some
whack
free
on
kills, I believe. And Nickville
Yeah.
now once again trading here with the on.
It's not a wet noodle fight because, yeah, the Trundle does have a hard noodle, I guess.
Okay, that's kind of sus, to be honest.
Yeah, that's kind of sus, but I didn't come with a better comparison. So
Actually, a nice Orin interaction we saw there. Well, it's not really a nice interaction. Orin will show its explosion radius on walls before hitting them, but not on pillars before hitting them. And actually, if a pillar is in his way, he will still have the animation, the circle laying down where he would collapse if there wasn't a pillar. So he was. It looked like Nickville would be knocked up, but he wasn't.
Has no flash, but the E is landing. The fear is on the Syndra, the Lux ult hits, and that's an easy pickup for Tiefenentspannt.
Yeah, you see the desperation Syndra ult here, but it's just not doing enough.
No.
What I was saying to Orn, Nickville and well, I don't know what Nickville was thinking. I believe Orn and I were thinking the same thing, that Nickville would be knocked up with Brittle, which would be a quite good knock up, and it was under turret range. But actually, he collapsed. He collided with the pillar and didn't get the knock up, thereby not winning the trade and having to retreat there.
And you see top lane very good farm lead for
Yeah.
Nixel,
Yeah.
and mid lane very good farm lead, and jungle very good farm lead. So most of the gold lead, like 2.5k gold, comes from the farm lead. Still they are up in kills. No turret plate. One turret plating is gone, so they're up in turret plates as well. But that's just a mere 160 gold. And now Tiefenentspannt is maybe in trouble. The Zack with it. Oh, very good sidestep there for Tiefenentspannt. But now Ornhorn sidestepped. Very good.
Sidestep once again. I believe you have to jump to the life point once again. I did even, and I still was. It's right games. You can't expect them to be a clean working machine, well-oiled machine style of working. They just barely even have a spectator, so. Hey, it's Syndra actually not getting knocked up, being rooted
nice.
by Lux now.
Rains out, flash forward from Maximilian. Auto tech will catch it, but now she's in trouble. She's on the wrong side. Kill for the Vayne, but now Vayne maybe also in trouble. Good stun from Braum, but the heal will get through. And now we have a fight on the top lane. The jungle is in danger. Kill for Nocturne, kill for Zack, and now it's 3-for-3.
Blitzcrank got Vayne in the end. Not Blitzcrank. Braum got Vayne in the end. I don't know how, because his auto attacks really don't do much, but it seems like he did it.
Maybe he did hit a Q.
There was some missing communication, because Maximilian was thinking Erazo was still alive and the bot lane had a good fight there in the 2v2, but they really didn't. And now we are going for a pause.
Yeah, that was very intense. A fight on two fronts. Jungler and top laner got in a fight on the top lane, and both mid laner and bot lanes got in a fight on bot lane. So the whole team is fighting. Very funny.
Yeah, everyone is fighting.
You better fight for your right to party.
Maxi is compensating for the target Ariban, or he's actually happy about it. Well, maybe. I mean, his Ari was not bad, just his E's didn't really hit the targets he intended to. In the beginning, in the end, we did see some great charms still. But nevertheless, this Lux is doing some work. I believe she could have lived in that situation if they had communicated that she would have to run behind the Dragon's Pit, not back into the fight, where she was then greeted by Blitzcrank and Vayne, who were just about to kill her. So maybe some communication errors, but still a fight that went more in their favor than they could have wished for, because both engages did look like AHK would be winning them, and in the end they traded 3-for-3.
But in the end, it doesn't even matter.
But in the end, it doesn't even matter. That's absolutely right.
I quickly checked the gold stats, and Vayne is the member with the most gold in the Rift now. That's a very good sign for HAK, because if tanks are behind, they're still tanky, but if carries are behind, it's a bit tricky.
Poor AHK. Poor AHK. You're saying the name wrong all the time.
No, I did say AHK.
HAK, you said once again.
Nah.
Yeah.
You're lying, man. You're lying. Why do you have to?
I mean, they will be watching the replay and then they'll be thinking to themselves, "Wow, that's so sad." And I can understand.
I can say Allah il kebab. That's
kebab?
The name, I guess. Yeah, kebab. If you want, but yeah, you know what I mean. And support.
Yes, we do.
But no, they are ready. They're getting.
Yeah, we will have the lag. Sadly, we will be lagging for some seconds after they restart the game, but then there might be
bloodbath.
Well, yeah, we see it. Everyone is coming from base right now on the map. except Brom, he is still basing and will then obviously come back from base. And Drake is up in just about 1 minute. So they will be fighting over Drake control right now. Which you see BMR did draft an early game team and did not secure first Drake. It's now minute 13. They won't be able to get Soul until minute 24. Which
But
is yeah.
on the other hand, BMR do have the Herald. And,
minute 29 actually. I was just kind of stupid.
yeah. And that's good because you can place it for pressure.
Yeah,
And try
definitely.
to okay. And that's the Herald on the bot side. Planned for pressure, I guess, and a little bit for
It's-
gold.
Pretty early actually.
Yeah, a little bit. But it's fine, I guess. It's still the plates up, and yeah, they're moving into the topside jungle of the Zac, so maybe they can find him. That would be. Okay.
So, we are now here. The Drake is spawning in just 6 seconds. Minute 14 has arrived. The turret plates have now fallen, which was the reason why they planted the Herald before.
What goes onto? Nice! Good knockup from Braum, but now Jackie George is in trouble. Tiefenentspannt is on him. Gets him!
Eratzo may be able to just get the auto takes down here. Ah, he gets knocked up.
Now he gets the Zac. Zac goes in his passive. The On doesn't have any chance and has to slash away. But now, oh, the Braum goes on. Nice! Good E from Lux. Maximilian is a beast. And now it's a 1-for-3 actually. And Tiefenentspannt gets the Drake. Very good fight, and maybe they are getting the first blood turret now.
What I was trying to say before this is they placed the Herald obviously before the plates would be falling, so they couldn't use it for the Drake perfectly to get the pressure down.
Yeah.
But still, this fight was everything they needed to secure this dragon.
Yeah.
And what a fight it was.
Yeah, very messy. The TPs were a bit late, but a very good Nocturne ult on Jackie George. Jackie George didn't have flash, so pretty good pick. And the first Drake of the game for BMR. Very nice. And Lux is very fat, just saying. And if there is any chance to just one hit the Vayne with Tiefenentspannt and Maximilian, it's now very real.
Yeah. Definitely. Just what you are saying. Yeah, honest
Just what I was thinking.
is still level 10, pretty far away from. Oh, it's
the next Nocturne ult is going on to Jackie George, and yeah, that's a very easy pickup. No turret behind him. He did have his exhaust, but okay. Now Lucian ult in the mid lane. Never mind.
A pretty important thing here. He has built the shield bow to kind of negate the burst damage that he's receiving from Nocturne, and it will help him when Zac, Ornn, Blitzcrank are around. But every time you pick this, you take this pick where no
Maximilian! Maybe solo kill in the top lane? No, he goes for it!
Oh,
and now he's on the turret! No! Shut down for the Zac. Heartbreaking moment.
Yeah, definitely. Every time they get a pick on her with shield bow up, but no pick, but no tank near her to save her. This is a 90-second cooldown actually, which is not to be underrated.
Yeah.
On the shield bow.
Yeah, that's true. It did get nerfed for like around 4 patches. When my memory is right. So
yeah, maybe even more, but yeah, it got nerfed. Yeah.
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 So yeah, it did nerf Vayne a little bit, But yeah, the good part for buff my range is that they don't have a true tank, so Vayne won't shred it. But the negative part is that Vayne will shred through squishies as well in the late game. But yeah, we are not in the late game yet.
That's why she's not gone for this Kraken Slayer. Of course, there's no need to slay anyone with that Kraken Slayer.
Yeah, sure.
Lucian definitely has to do some true damage here with this item against Orin, Zac, and Blitzcrank. While Blitzcrank has gone for how is this new item called? It's a mix-up of old names. No, it's Locket of the Iron Solari. Okay, I was confused then. I mean, they mixed up some item names, and I still haven't got every one of them.
Okay. Now a fight around the Herald and AHK won't let it, and now flash in from Tiefenspand and Jackie Dot tries to defend himself against the Nocturne, but Nocturne says no. But in the end, it's not that good because Lux was one-shot by the tanks, and now it's a good for HAK. For AHK.
But will it be? Will it be? Eratz is still alive. They can definitely not take this Herald. Nickfell is running. Here's the movement speed. Blitzcrank is slowed.
Blitzcrank
and
flash in from Nickfell. Nice. Eratzo has to be a bit safe.
Yeah, it was kinda
nice. That was a good bite. And now Painzor is in danger because he used his E and he's gone.
They are all gone.
Yeah, after all, 2 for 4? Yeah, 2 for 4 in favor of buff my range. Yeah, good fight.
Didn't they kill everyone?
No, Orn wasn't
Who didn't
there.
die?
Orn wasn't there after all.
Okay,
At
all. Then I didn't look that one up. So, bounties are once again available, and this Drake will not be taken to claim this bounty.
Yeah.
Rather BMR will take it. And now they are on pace for the 29-minute Dragon Soul, which I was talking about earlier. Still not what they wanted. You always want it to be like around minute 22 to 20. No, 22 is. Well, yes, no. Yeah, well, yes. 22 to 24 is like the window for Soul if you really want to force it. So kind of late because they missed out on the first one. Nevertheless, it's gonna be a pretty impactful Soul with the Hextech Soul. I personally feel like it's the strongest right now.
Maybe with Infernal and Mountain. Every other is cooler than oh,
Cloud.
good hook on Eratzo, and that's a kill for Jackie George, and Tiefenspand has run now, but he has backup, so no further chasing.
It's a story talked about. You can dive on the Vayne, but if Blitzcrank is there, you should not do it under a turret.
Yeah, and
Maximilian missed everything. Kinda sad.
Yeah, in his mind he still plays Ari. Oh, and maybe good Braumult here on the. Oh, and now they're getting collapse on. Nah, that's just a bloodbath. But you see, Nickfell is chasing the Orn under his tier 3 turret, and
he gets the flash. Yeah, otherwise he would have gotten that kill.
But you see what a dangerous threat he is in the side lane, and that's something we haven't talked about at all.
The side lane battle.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Obviously, Trundle will beat the hell out of Orn, no matter what he does, because this ult is just too powerful. Now he comes in next Nocturne. This time they're just trying to kill Blitzcrank first, which they succeed in doing.
They have learned their question.
Yeah, they have. But
same situation, different outcome, I guess.
Yeah, but here they go. Still, Tiefenspand is falling to the Vayne damage, which is
but it's
by
fine.
now
it's
pretty
a kill from
decent.
Blitzcrank, so the gold goes to Blitzcrank, and that's not something that's very useful. I mean, Blitzcrank is like a semi-tank, but...
no, he's definitely here for utility.
Yeah.
Definitely. You see the
You
locket,
see-
you see the next item he's building is gonna be one of those utility items. I don't really know which one because I do never buy them.
I think Frozen Heart.
Is it Zeke's or stuff like that?
I think Frozen Heart.
You say Frozen Heart? Oh yeah, he has
Yeah,
Ruby
because-
Crystal. Maybe he's just
yeah.
going for that. But there is a
And-
support item you can build from this one, right?
Yeah, but think about Frozen Heart against Trundle.
Like Bennett was.
Yeah,
true.
Nocturne. It would
Nocturne.
be very good. And
Good one, indeed.
yeah, and Blitzcrank does scale with mana, so would be a good pickup too. And now we see some kind of action around the bot side. The next Drake will be there in a minute 14. So the vision that BMR did just install
Secure.
in the jungle.
Oh, double.
The double pink ward is always better than just one. And flash in from Blitzcrank. I don't know. He didn't get one, I think. But the cannonball, the Nocturne goes onto Vayne. Very messy fight. The front line, front to back fight is now installed, and we will see if anyone goes on. And yeah, that.
Oh, there goes the
Double
Rotz's flash!
kill.
And he can just hide behind the Braum shield for the Syndrome. And you saw the hook. That would be insane if Maximilian or Ratzo get hooked.
Yeah.
But instead it was just Nickfell who was then able to tear down the Zac, who was before trying to hold against the front line. So kind of bad hook for them.
Yeah,
for them.
and that was like a very good fight for them because they had a front to back fight for the majority of the fight, and the Vayne can't really fire because she did have to respect the looks. And
She had already flashed and looks has so much range, so kind of problematic for her.
And in the choke point, looks is hitting very different.
Yeah, definitely. And Lucian as well, because people underestimate the damage that Lucian is dealing with his Q, and especially 2 tanks with this Kraken Slayer. And I don't know whether he had this item ready, but I believe he had the Gorillas already.
Yeah.
So this was actually a situation that BMR absolutely wanted this fight to play out like. So yeah, why not take it?
And
I believe this game is they have a 8k gold lead. Still, that's much gold. But as soon as the 4th Drake comes around, which is by the way bugged in my timers, it says Infernal, but it's gonna be a Hextech Drake, then this game might be over soon.
Yeah, and the Lucian items reflect the statement, because you don't buy the Rudder Scratch on Lucian when you think, oh, this game maybe goes like till minute 40 or 50. And we see a beating up on of the Trundle now, a return from Vayne and on, but an instant turnaround from BMR to try to secure the Nash.
Slightly misplayed from Nickfell here. I believe he could have taken the on with him because they were actually running away from the, trading away from the ult, and he ran back in. So I don't know about the hitbox because it's pretty huge for Ornn.
But I mean, Baron secured for...
Yeah, nevertheless, it's a
range.
Baron. Yeah. Vayne
And
bot,
that's
so they
very
can
good.
easily start that off.
Yeah. And with bot lane inhibitor still gone, you can now pressure like in a 4-1 and try to secure the last remaining turrets. You see Buffer Range is going to try to get the last tier 2 turret, which will get them like another 600, 700-ish gold. Very nice. But yeah, you see Desperate trying to engage us from AHK, sorry, I didn't get it. And but now the last turret is falling. The last outer turret is falling, and that's a 10,000 gold lead for Buffalo Range in minute 27. Very huge. And yeah, we will see if AHK is coming back from this. Didn't think so.
Yeah, I don't think so either. I mean, we have seen Vayne working. She has 3 items now. Additionally, that attack speed boots, and of course the ornament, because Ornn is now level 15, level 14. Sorry, having himself upgraded the one on 13, which he has to, and then chosen Vayne, which I believe on level 15 he will choose Syndra, just because those are the 2 carries. Which is great for them, but we have seen Syndra struggle in the game before, where she was 3-1 at the start, and this game she hasn't even reached 3 kills at minute 28, so I don't believe she will have much impact if they can use the Braum shield to block her ult. They probably will use it for Braum ults on a higher priority. And here's the stopwatch! It's actually gonna save her! No!
Maybe Nocturne is going into the GA. That's a very clinch fight. The hook onto Lux. Very good tip dash, but onto Vayne. But the Vayne is killing him. And now maybe a return.
Oh no!
AHK. Oh, Maximilian lived through this, but 1 for 3 for AHK. And that wasn't the fight you were looking for.
Super messy fight. Maybe Nickford can trade on here. Yeah, he should be able. He sidesteps it. Beautiful. And Maximilian gets the ult.
Yeah, but that's
so tough. Now this is the kill. This Ornn kill is the one that cannot happen, because no, it does. It does indeed matter, because these people will be up in 15 seconds. The Drake is up in 30 seconds. Drake is the win condition for BMR here. If you can deny this one, you get 5 minutes to fight for your life and to stay in this game, in the upper bracket. So AHK, huge mistake by the Ornn here, trying to chase the Trundle, which is on. He was like, how much health did he have? Like 20, 2/3 of his HP pool were back.
Less, in my opinion.
Less?
But
no,
yeah,
no, Ornn was way low. Ornn was
1/3.
super low. But I mean, Trundle wasn't. So why is he chasing him? And now they have to fight this. Well, TP is up, and actually he may be able to join. Yeah, because he won't join by running. He will have to TP anyway, so he can catch the wave beforehand.
Here comes the TP. Interruption! Nice one from Braum. And now you see a very messy front to back. Then the Luxon hits 4 members, and now they are very low. Yeah, Nocturne is falling, but it doesn't matter. You see, the Vayne is free firing. Nickfeld has to flash out. The Zac is dealing very good damage, but now Eratsu is firing on Jackie George.
This should be it.
Yeah, that should be it. Nice. And maybe? It's
by the way,
good side steps, but it doesn't matter. It's an ace for Buffalo Range, and that
has to hold on to how good of a caster I am. I want to point out that Blitzcrank did build Zeke's. But it doesn't really matter. I don't believe with Frozen Heart he would have won this fight. So here comes the Hextech Soul. Here comes BMR trying to tear down these structures. They have much time until there will be 3 members left, but here's Syndra.
Mr. Maximilian, tear down this Nexus.
Ornn now back again. And this ult is just one-shotting.
It's just insane, but they have to hurry because Vayne is there. And now maybe...
every CC is missed. Eratsu will just be able to finish it, and this is BMR going 2-0 in this first game in their playoffs. Huge. Securing upper final, and it was GG to both teams, but it was domination that BMR was able to show today. Definitely a deserved win.
Yeah, a very good fight at the end, in my opinion. A very good fight. Yeah, and that was the game. How do you like it?
Yeah, I liked it really well. I mean, I do believe there will be tougher games for BMR in the rest of these playoffs, but securing upper final is such a good thing because you will not lose your momentum in these games. You may lose the upper final, but you will not lose. You will not have to fight against lower power teams to get back into the high power games, which is actually really important for a team to stay consistent at its level. And this level that BMR just showed was definitely something to look upon.
Yeah, true. Yeah, Danny. I would.
It's time to choose. Yeah. It's time to choose your MVP first.
True. For me, it has to be. Has to be deeply relaxed.
Deeply relaxed. I was gonna say the same thing. It's not gonna be Maximilian. He played really well on that looks, but the Ari game he was not MVP performing. So deeply relaxed, tiefenentspannt im Jungle der Gegner. In Jungle. What am I even talking about? In Jungle for BMR.
It's late.
He's the one that we are awarding this one to. I believe the whole team played well, especially Nickfell. He's a top laner, you know, and it was Island in both games. So I believe like 2 ganks did we see on top lane? Maybe 3 in the whole series. That's of course something different.
Okay,
but
so both of us choosing deeply relaxed.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
I am too.
That's good. That's fine for me. Yeah. And after that, I have to say thank you for the cast. It was a very wonderful experience with you.
It was such a pleasure to cast this with
very
you.
Funny to cast in English.
Yeah, definitely. I have never done this before, so neither have you, I believe.
Yeah,
so it's,
no.
And your experience, I hope everyone in chat enjoyed, and maybe you can forgive us for a German accent because, I mean,
for some little mistakes.
It's kind of normal that we have them because we are German, you know.
True.
Yeah. So
yeah.
Maybe if you enjoyed, don't mind to leave before you leave the follow on our channel. Maybe there will be some more English cast in the future, so stick around for that. And for sure there will be more German casts. So if you speak German as well, you will enjoy them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that was my last...
yeah.
And that was it for me. I did enjoy it. Have a nice evening, and bye. The next time.
See you soon. Thank you, Yosha, and thank you everyone in chat. Bye bye.